Gotcha, they're going to send security now. So I'm getting off at the Rideau Center. I'm going to go get the bus from here just to switch it up. I just want you to see, watch how they'll have these security guards set up when I come in here. They make it very obvious a lot of times when I come through here. So let's see how fast they can do it today. Okay? Watch this now. I'm going to take the elevator. I'm going to go up this way. Watch and see. Give them a little bit more time to go up this way. They'll have something here. They'll probably do something too to make it obvious, and then sometimes they'll like look at you and like cackle or grin just to try and provoke a reaction. But most of the times when I go through here, they have them set up. But today I'm doing this really abruptly, so they're not going to have much time because they didn't know I was going to go this route. So. So let's see what they do. I'm predicting you're going to see them quite rapidly as well. I'm not walking up all these stairs. Forget that. I'll go this way. There's the hand gesture there. Hand across the face. Okay, let's see. See if I'm right. This person up there filming, holding the phone up. Okay, let's see. Again, I just have to walk a short distance through here to get to where the buses arrive. Also listen for fake coughing, you're going to hear some of that. This guy wearing his checkerboard clothing. He's been told to wear the plaid. They have a lot of the stalkers wearing that plaid. Put the clothing on you're told to wear, slave. Okay, what did I tell you? There's one security guard there. Now he's just looking at a phone. Okay, he's going the other way. Let's see. What did I say? I told you. Watch. Told you. Notice I'm smirking and giggling too, like I told you.
So I have my phone with me tonight. Didn't have it last night. 3 out of 5 days this week I did not bring it. Tonight I'm bringing it. Really bad. Tremendously, I mean. I think in general it's just the idea of leaving it home and not taking part in this stupidity of people like zombies staring at that thing all the time just is appealing. Just leaving it home for that reason, not necessarily because it's going to solve anything in terms of, you know, slowing down any of this stuff or anything like that, but just not taking part in that charade is to some extent mildly liberating, I guess. Because this is the thing that they want. They want people to become so reliant on that you're always going to take it with you, no matter what. And they're going to make it so that you won't be able to do anything without it eventually. And then that's going to lead to something further down the road with some sort of microchip implanted or something. As far-fetched as that may sound now, I think that's what they're conditioning people for. And that would be the actual mark of the beast at that point. So, I mean, really, it's not far-fetched because they've shown that they have that type of thing already, where people could unlock doors with this implanted microchip, do everything they need to do with that, really. But again, it's going to take time to get folks used to that, to condition them to like it. It's the same thing with this Apple Vision Pro. It's going to take a little bit of time. And of course they're going to have to lower the price so the average Joe can afford it, right? And then they're going to have them slip off into virtual reality, and yeah, that'll keep them occupied, and you'll have nobody out protesting or anything like that. Not that they really allow that now anyway, right? Because whenever there is a protest, it's just a bunch of actors and their own people. You might get like 10% real people at any protest, at least here. It's 10%, no more than that are legitimate people who are going. So any large type of gathering, things like that, they're going to ensure that those are all their citizen operatives for the most part. And that's just how it operates, and that is done to well, many different reasons. But like, people see this stuff and they think, wow, that's amazing, look at all those people that turned out to protest against the COVID measures. I mean, you got to think of it like this: if the trucker convoy or any of that stuff was real and they had that type of crowd turning out, the stuff would not be permitted to continue. There'd be demands that it would stop. So that's how you know 100% that that's all fake. 100%. And any major protest in this country is going to be fake. And in many of the Five Eyes countries as well. Again, if you had that many people, as they want you to believe, we're out at that trucker convoy, they wouldn't be able to do these fake arrests of people, because it'd be demands that things be changed. Stop this nonsense now. We're not accepting it, right? But no, none of that, because all of those people are controlled and are their own people. And it's sophisticated, and some people still can't grasp that that's the case, but it is, okay? So you got to understand that they control all of these protests, and they're not legitimate democratic protests. Just like sending in BLM and Proud Boys and all these stupid fake shill groups they create to argue with each other and fight with each other and create conflict. Those are their groups too. Those are their funded groups. And Antifa, all these silly groups, none of them really care about these causes that they talk about. You got to understand that. That's not legitimate. These are selfish people who are just controlled by money, greed, and they're literally slaves, and they'll do what they're told. Just like the people in the organized stalking operation do what they're told, like slaves. Okay, so that's where that's at. Let there be no doubt. There are no legitimate, real, large-scale protests in Canada at all that are real. None whatsoever. I don't care what the cause is, because if there were, you would see genuine change, right? You'd see change. You don't see any change. Things just get worse. Because they're using their own people to present the illusion that there's pushback. And that's also partially so that people won't actually become active in trying to expose these things more, because they think, well, you know, they're already doing it, right? That's their people. You got to understand. It's a military intelligence operation. And the same thing goes on in the UK, in the United States, Australia, all these places, Five Eyes countries. So there's all of those protests, particularly against the COVID stuff. It's all fake. And not only that, not just the protests. When you go online and you see these doctors who are supposedly speaking up about it and they're getting a lot of views, rest assured those are their people as well, okay? Because again, you'd see real change if those people were legitimate. And then what they'll do is they'll have those actor doctors, or maybe some of them are actually accredited doctors. I don't doubt some of them are. Just like they have, accredited lawyers on the payroll too. So those people, and then they'll fake a death of one of them. They'll pretend they died, like that Dr. Buttar or whatever his name is, that phony, who they have flashing the 666 hand sign all the time, a few years ago. And then he just suddenly dies, right? It's all fake. They just had him assume an identity, they gave him a new identity, and he's played his role. That's it. So when people talk about things like, it's a matrix and all this stuff, and what you see is an illusion, it's not. It's just deceit. It's all deception. That's what it is. It's not some giant. It's not a matrix or anything like that. They always have to make the correlation between some Hollywood movie. It's not that. It's the devil is in control in this world, Lucifer, and he is the master of deception. Here's a one headlight car right here. Pulls up just as I get here. See that? Left headlight completely off. So yeah, that's all it is. You're not in some matrix. It's not some false reality or any of that crap. This is real. Everything around you is real. It's just that it's all deceit and all lies. That doesn't mean that reality itself is false. That's just another thing that David Icke and creeps like that. Let's go. Yeah, it doesn't mean like, David Icke and all these people who push that, it's a false reality and all this. No, it's not, man. Everything around you is real. It's just that they have people taking part in mass deception events all the time. And because the devil is in control of this world. You can laugh at that all you want, but the evidence is overwhelming based on the characteristics described of Lucifer in the Bible and what we see today, and the type of power that he has. Now, I'm not trying to make it into everything supernatural either, because I'm saying it's real. Everything you're seeing is real. It's just deceit. There's no false reality, no matrix. That's all just drivel that they put out to convolute and make the whole situation even more confusing than it already is. And that's why they have people like David Icke and shills like that to say things like that. What's the other guy they have? That Freemason, Alan Watt or whatever. Same things he says. Same stuff he repeats. His is a little more less out there than Icke. He doesn't talk about like lizards and stuff like that. But same thing. I mean, he's one of their people too. Anyone with a major voice who gets promulgated widely is going to be one of their people. I'm sorry to say that. You may trust some of these people if you're still coming to grips with this, but that part of it is all deceit. Okay, there's no heroes. There's no real people out there who get a loud voice. They don't get the megaphone if they're really going to speak up about this. All these Chris Skies, these phonies, these clowns that they put out are their own people, and that's that. So there's none of these heroes is going to come to save anything, and they always give you the same staged result, and that's they'll show that the person eventually goes to prison or something like that. They'll have Chris Sky doing time in prison or some crap like that, or that Tamara Litch from the trucker convoy, who's now she's selling books that are nothing but lies. Everything she's talking about with regards to the convoy is a lie. It was completely staged. She's with military intelligence, I'm certain of that, or some in some capacity, Eastern Star or something like that, Masonry. That's all it is, and it's all just a bunch of actors. But that doesn't mean it's a matrix or it's a false reality. It just means that they're using all these people to deceive and manipulate others. That's what it is. It's all real. There's no invisible portholes or any crap like that. That's just stuff, again, that's stuff that they put out so that they can say the people who talk about this are unbalanced or quote-unquote conspiracy theorists. That's always the term they have to use too, because they can't handle facts, and that's the term they'll throw out there. So that's what it is. There's no matrix. I'm sorry to break it to you. And I didn't really even care for that movie anyway. I thought it was a little bit overrated, but you know, I get what they're conveying in it. I just don't like Keanu Reeves' awful acting, or that other guy, the psychopath, what's his name? Fishburne. Awful. They're both psychopaths. I don't know how you can empathize with a person in a role who you know is like a pedophile and a psychopath playing, because all these Hollywood people are. So no, I don't even care. I mean, that movie, you know, it's not terrible. It's okay, but I don't equate it with that at all. It's real. Everything around you is real. It's not illusion. So none of this crap is true that David Icke puts out, and he's just a fraud. I mean, who doesn't know that, right? If you still think that guy's legitimate, I mean, come on. And he promulgates New Age and Kabbalah stuff all the time too, while mixing it in with a little bit of truth. So that's what they have them doing usually. Most of them push that stuff. Is this my bus here or no? Oh. But yeah, everything around you is lies. That's all it is. It's real, but it's just all deceit and lies. And that's one of their major lies right there, is they want you to think that it's not real, that you're in a false reality or some crap like that, which is nonsense. Is this real? It's the earth that God created, and it's everything that's going on is real. It's just deceit. That's all. But it ties in more with the Kabbalah too. These two worlds, the as above, so below, you know, the different realities and all this nonsense, that ties in with it as well. So that's why they try to push that crap about, you know, you're living in a matrix and all this nonsense. You're giving the people who are involved in planning this stuff a little bit too much credit by saying that. They're not really that far above those who they're trying to enslave, that's for sure. At least in terms of knowledge. Waiting in the truck, exactly like I said. I predicted they'd send somebody out. Look at right here, so you can see he's waiting in the truck, just sitting in there with the lights on, as he was the other day too. So they're going to use that guy quite regularly. Apparently, let's see if he gets out as I pass by here. We'll have a look back and see. Like I said, you could hear the door opening and closing as I was about to get ready. Still sitting there, okay. So when I come home, he does that in the morning, and when I leave, he does that too. So more footage of it there. I predicted that too. I predicted they were going to send somebody out front tonight. Figured they would.
we got constables here tonight. I see down below there. Got there 2 constable cars. I don't have time to send. Well, I guess I have a little bit of time, but you know they're getting paid to do nothing anyway, so I'm not really going to bother. We'll see if they pull out when I leave though. Let's see. See if they time it to pull out at the intersection when I am crossing, or drive by me. I think they will. We'll see. Just sitting in the vehicle doing nothing, getting paid to do nothing as usual. There's nothing going on here. It's completely quiet, you can see. Nothing going on at all. Film them. Just to show they get paid to do nothing. Tonight I'll just let it go, but we'll see if they do drive up to the intersection right as I'm about to cross, or if they drive alongside me. I think they will. Let's see. See if I'm right. Okay? Let's see if I'm right. Let's see if they pull out and drive up to the intersection when I'm about to cross, or if they drive up alongside me as I'm going across there. You can see they're positioned out there just sitting in the vehicles doing nothing. And also you can see that it's all quiet and there's nothing going on and there's no reason for them to be here. But so this is Tuesday night. Is it the 19th? Or the 20th? 19th, I guess. Here, okay. He's doing that, approaching to my right here. What are they doing now? Are they still there? Let's see. Just going to take a peek over here. Let's see if they are still there. Yeah, see, they're pulling out. Exactly what I said. So notice this? So I've just come out now and they're pulling out now. So they're positioned there doing nothing. Sitting there doing nothing. See if I can get a glimpse of them up here. Yeah, so right as I'm coming out there, you can see. Again, paid to do nothing, paid to stalk people. Yeah, right there. Now look at them. Look at this here. So as soon as I arrived, they pull out. And now they're just sitting there doing nothing. There's no lights there or anything like that. Let's get move over here. You can watch. This is all, again, just as I get to come out of the train station. Just keep watch over them here. This person's probably gonna cough or something like that. Oh, let's see. See if I can get a glimpse of it. Yeah, notice he's coughing. The guy, the constable, makes like a coughing noise.
How's it going? Are you on? How you doing?
I'm good. How are you? What do you mean, can you help me? Yeah, I'm wandering around. I just came out of the train station. You don't get to dictate to me where I walk. This is. Why would you ask me if I need some help? So can you allow me to finish a sentence? You always overtalk people. I know who you are. I've spoken to you many times. So yeah, I look familiar. That's what I said to you the last time when you arrived right as I arrived again today, as you've done today.
Mr. Gauthier. You arrived again today, right as I arrived, and then you walked directly over to me when I was standing over there before and did the same thing. It's good. How are you? You look familiar. I think I've seen you before. I remember you. Remember I talked to you one time across from, where was it? It was in downtown Ottawa. We spoke before. It would have been probably around, showed up with synchronization there. Like so many times I show up here, we'll have special constables just right on time. Like, it's interesting, yeah. Directly over to me when I was standing over there before and did the same thing. So now this is about the 5th time you've arrived precisely when I've arrived, and now you come over and talk to me and say, can I help you? All I was doing is leaving the train station and walking over here, and you approach me. So it's creepy. Can you allow me to finish? Can you allow me to finish a sentence without talking over me? No, we haven't just met today. I met you 5 different times, and you can't allow someone to finish a sentence. No, it doesn't seem. Why would I need anything from you? You're a stalker. You're a criminal stalker. You engage in criminal. Yeah, roll your eyes and smirk. That's all you do. You know I have footage of you online. You've seen it too. You're a dishonest person. You misrepresent your job.
It's online?
You know what it is. Okay.
Where? I don't. Show me.
You're a dishonest person. You misrepresent your job, and you partake in criminal harassment activities. You approach me simply just because I'm exiting the station. I never said anything to you. I came out. I saw you guys there. You pull out. The moment I pull away, it's part of a CSIS organized harassment campaign. You know it.
I work for OC
Yeah, but CSIS utilizes people in public servant positions,
I didn't know that.
like the police. Yes, you do know that.
I don't know that.
Well, okay, sir. Sir, you know you've talked to me numerous times. I didn't have these glasses on before. You approached me. I have video footage of it on YouTube. Yeah, your name's Gauthier, right? Your last name? Yeah. Isn't that your last name? Okay, you don't have to tell me. Okay. Because I looked into you a little bit. So yeah, I looked into you because I want to know who the people are who are involved in this organized harassment. It's very strange the way you conduct yourself, honestly. I don't know how a person could be such. I don't.
There's an online website for OC Transfer. If you want to
Well, the thing is, sir, the problem with that is it's people like you who handle the complaints. So you just protect each other the same way the police do, right? It's exactly the same way. If I put in a complaint against the Ottawa police, it's going to be handled by an ex-police officer. So here's the thing. I'm from Toronto, right? I moved to Gatineau approximately a little over a year and a half ago. When I was in Toronto, everywhere I would go, the police would show up, fire engines would show up, constables would show up, everywhere. So now I've moved, right? I spoke to your, what's the gentleman's name? Adam Majid. You know Adam Majid, I assume. Yeah, so I had a conversation with him over there previously about this, and out of most of the people, he actually listened, which is, you're kind of listening now, but you're interjecting a little bit too much.
I'm not. We're having a conversation, so you get to talk and I get to
Right, okay, fair enough.
One thing I could bring up to you is that the reason why we're here is because this is Hermit Station.
I know that.
Give me a second.
Okay.
Whoever calls you takes pictures at Hermit Station.
Say again, sorry?
I'm driving
Yeah.
on the transit when I get to Hermit Station.
Yeah.
Responding to calls or I'm going back to the office.
Yeah, but sir, okay, fair enough.
But the reason why I'm talking to you
Yeah.
is because you seem like you're looking for direction. And I pulled over and I said,
Come on,
"You need
man.
some
Let's
help."
be
And
serious.
like you said, so hold on.
But you said the same thing to me before, my friend.
You have cameras and you're filming, and you can listen to that footage, and I offered you some help. Clearly, you don't need help. You know where you're going.
So you're aware of that footage, right? The other footage I have?
You told me you're filming me.
Well, these are,
You
yeah.
just did.
Yeah, I know, but you're aware of the other footage I have of you because you said the same thing. You approached me by the fence over there. It was probably, I'm going to say it was in the summertime.
Okay.
And so at that point, because I had seen you multiple times before, it's more about how you show up the moment I arrive and then the moment I leave. Like people showing up in front of my workplace. Especially, I'm not saying you did that. I'm saying some of your coworkers show up right in front of my workplace. And after all I've dealt with in Toronto, dealing with the same things here, it gets to a point where I don't know how you guys can lie about this. I know you're told you sign non-disclosure agreements or whatever, but all I want to do is go to my job, come through the station, and this happens all the time. Now I didn't even talk to you tonight. All I'm doing is recording it. That's why I was walking over here, because I want to get footage. I wanted to get the car number, and that's it. I didn't talk to you. You talked to me, and you said the same thing you said before. There's nothing suspicious about me exiting a station and walking over. I work just right over here. So you guys are showing up again the moment I get here, and then as I exit, I saw you were up when I was upstairs. I saw you down below. I come around, and then the moment I exit, you both pull out. So you can see how. Hold on. Allow me to finish. Allow me to finish one other thing. Allow me to finish one other thing. Allow me to finish one other point, okay? So then I came down, and then you pull out the moment I come out. Now, having dealt with this for 2.5 years, including my time in Toronto, you would agree that if that happens all the time, that's suspicious, and it's done intentionally. It's done to send a message, and you're not going to admit to it. So we're not going to get anywhere having a conversation.
I wish I could help you.
I explained to you I wasn't lost. You knew I wasn't lost. Why did you stop up here?
I wish I could help you, honestly.
Yeah.
I wish I could. I'm just letting you know.
Okay.
OC Transport has stations, and OC Transport Special Constable
I know.
control the stations, and the reason why you see us is we're doing our jobs. If you do have any complaints or concerns, please do so online.
Yeah. Well, there's no point to doing that because it won't get handled fairly.
My badge is 91625.
Okay.
Right?
Okay. Yeah.
If you wish to call a complaint, there's more proof to do so.
Yeah. Okay.
Obviously, you don't need help. You're not lost.
No, I'm not lost.
That was the initial occurrence.
Okay, that's fine then. So can I ask you something? You're telling me, honestly, that you're not aware that I already have that footage of you? I think you know about it.
No, you told me that you're recording.
I know I told you that, but I'm saying you were aware of it anyway.
Where's the
It's on YouTube. You know about it. I have 2 different channels. You can check out, the one is Organizedstalking in Canada, and the other one is Controlling the Narrative. Yeah, and then there's another one called Criminal Canadian Public Servants, which documents the activities of people who partake in organized harassment campaigns as public servants.
Okay.
So we'll leave it at that, sir.
Then I'll look it up.
Yeah.
And then I'll see. I'll look at your video.
All right, Mr. Gauthier, you have a good night. Yeah. Compulsive liars, man. Same guy, you can see. Fruity psychopath. Again, as I'm leaving, they pull out. And he says I look like I'm lost. Well, they stopped up there before I even came over there. So they obviously stopped up there to intentionally draw me over. Are they going to go back in now? Okay. Are they going back into the station again or no? Let me just see here. Ridiculous. Absolute compulsive liars. You can see how they lie through their teeth. He knows about the videos for sure. That's why they keep sending that guy. So anyway, that's Danielgauthier, that guy there. And he gave me the badge number. But you can see again, they're parked out there when I arrive, and then as soon as I exit and walk out here, they pull up alongside me. But they're trying to save face because I've exposed what they're doing. So he wants to come across as being reasonable, and they're trained in just compulsive, this type of deranged, sociopathic lying, right? He knows everything about the situation and the footage that I have, so